I know you guys remember one of the best shots in Superman 2025 is the scene when the car was going and he came up from all the rubble. Well, let's just say that Supergirl has two scenes that are even more peak than this scene with Superman, and that is not a drag. I just got back from watching Supergirl, and I have to tell you that this movie is genuinely fantastic. Don't listen to anybody who's saying that it is aggressively mid, or hell, that this movie is probably the worst DC movie that we'll ever get. I'm rating this movie an 82% B, that is a B minus, and it is way higher than what I initially thought that I was going to score the movie. This movie is an absolute joyride with the Supergirl character. Yes, we've gotten a CW show before in the past, which is pretty peak for the most part. And then we also have the Supergirl from the classical days. But this is genuinely, for my opinion, the first time that we have a full budgeted cinema movie that's not Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and it is genuinely so freaking peak. This movie explored on elements that I was so lacking for the first Superman, which was the lore of Krypton. Yes, we know what happens. It explodes and there's nothing left. But getting to see the build up and the anticipation of what it was to see this world go down to its last crumble. Oh, it was such an absolute delight as a Superman fan. It also gave the reason why Kara is the way she is, why she is not so on the goody two-shoe like Superman. However, still keeping that hope inside of her heart to always do good. It was such a strong, beautiful message that the movie was trying to give out, and I caught that shit like a fastball. I just caught it so hard. The visuals were absolutely stunning. Now, I have to say, for Superman, the flying definitely looks so much better. With this movie, you can kind of tell that the flying was just a little bit off, but that is only in some scenes. For the most part, this movie does an absolute well job visually. And I'm seeing so many creators saying that this movie is just another Guardians of the Galaxy. Hell, it's worse than Guardians of the Galaxy. And I just want to say that this movie is definitely in its own lane. It's not feeling like it's any other movie. Yes, we have some of the artistical vibe that comes from the Guardians of the Galaxy world that kind of sinks into Supergirl. But Supergirl, it is still a fleshed out story of her going through this midlife crisis and us getting to see how she overcomes those obstacles that are in her way. It's one of the best writings that I've seen in movie as far as DC movies go, okay? Let me just say that. Okay, so I am going to end it there. I'm not going to say anything else. Go watch Supergirl, okay? This movie is not mid. It's not bad. It is literally one of the greater DC projects, and I'm telling you, it is so worth the watch, and I'm so glad, and I definitely will be watching this movie for a second time.